It's sort of an interesting spot here. Almost like a park in the middle of the graveyard, because there's no headstones whatsoever. It's a big open space. And now that I've come over to this side of the military memorial, I've discovered a ton more of mausoleums on this side, at least another probably 15 or 20. And so it should be a pretty epic trip around the rest of this side of the graveyard, and then we're going to be crossing a major street via a really cool tunnel and going to another section. Once again, this door is really hard to see through, but still get a fairly good view through the cracks, luckily. This one coming up looks really cool. And right next to it is one of these bench markers that actually is falling apart. Unlike the other one that kind of looked like it was about to fall apart. You can see where it actually split into different sections, and that's what caused it to fall. So it's kind of sad. But again, it is one of those things that I see very often, but I always think that I would never want to really sit down on one, just out of sheer respect and hoping that something similar to that wouldn't happen. And this one still has some Christmas decorations on it, so someone's definitely been coming to visit. And another one that seems to have most of the tombs actually filled. Wow, that's actually a staircase underneath there. Look at that. It's just become a trap for leaves. Well, I've made it all the way back to where my car is parked, and behind it, up here on the hill, is another little family mausoleum that's hiding among the trees there. And over in the distance is another small mausoleum that I want to go and check out too. I think that I've filmed about 20 so far, and no end in sight. Again, one of the most incredible days of filming that I've done in a while, in terms of just how many parts are going to be in the series and how large of a location it is. And once again, really epic looking decay, and a pretty good view again of the inside. Been having a lot of luck today. You can see a lot of trash has been caught among the trees here. And I'm sure that they'll take some of the springtime to try and clean some of that up. But there is some headstones over here to the side. I'm not sure what relation that they would have been to the family that was buried in the mausoleum, and it may have been none at all. But sometimes you find that when a richer family purchases a plot that is really large like this, or multiple plots depending on how the cemetery is set up, they will sometimes give those away to people who may not have been able to afford their own. Oh wow, that is so neat. The blue is so vivid. That's incredible that it's lasted like that. These very large, loud squirrels that seem to not really care that I'm here. And they're digging around for food. Probably just happy that the weather is nice for once too. It's a really tiny headstone. I don't even know if it's supposed to be there, but I'm not gonna move it. I wanted to at least uncover it. It looked kind of out of place, but again, I'm not really sure. Alright everybody, I hope that you are enjoying these episodes. It has been an incredible location for me to film. Right now you can see I am once again surrounded by more mausoleums, and so I'd like to welcome you all to what is probably the third part, if not the fourth part, of this adventure here. And once again, if you have not checked out my second channel, Mystery, then make sure you check out the link below or at the end of the video. And come and check out some of our amazing live streams over there. Whoa. Very interesting looking door here. There's a mixture of sort of a rusted look meets a oxidized copper look. And inside instead of one stained glass window, there's actually two identical ones. And then 6 internments here, 3 on each side. Oh, I really love the angels on this one. Probably one of the most epic doors that I've seen here yet. Another really hard one to get a look in. Having to kind of film over the top of the angel's head. Heading over to two things right now. Another, obviously, mausoleum, since this is a mausoleum series, and this really incredible, I'm not sure exactly what it is other than to call it an engraving. It is a monument of some sort, but almost has an Egyptian feel to it in some ways. And then in some ways it also has like a Greek and Roman feel to it too. This side here I just felt in particular had kind of a Egyptian feel to it. The way the person is depicted, the pose specifically, and then the clothing as well, aside from the hat. And then directly behind it is a fairly large family mausoleum. One of the bigger ones that I've visited here today. Huh. This one might actually be sealed. And this planter here has cracked severely. Probably because there was a tree planted inside. You can see the huge stump, and over the years it grew so large that it literally split the stone. That's incredible. Okay, so it does have doors. Usually there's no doors on the wider side of these, and the inside definitely does not disappoint either. Incredibly elaborate. And over here is actually a really unique display of above ground crypts surrounding a central Roman looking pillar.